All right, let's take a look at some problems from section 2.6 about loans. We're going to continue using the TVM solver. So you'll want your TI-83 or 84 calculator. Again, you can also look up online TVM calculators and use one of those. So in this section, I think there are 9 problems, and they're all pretty much the same. I'll show you a couple of them. In problem 1, a house sells for $350,000 and a 7% down payment is made. A mortgage is secured at 7% for 25 years. So, 4-part question. Find the down payment, find the amount of the mortgage, find the monthly payment, and find the total interest paid. So, the house cost $350,000. We make a 7% down payment. So, how big is that down payment? Well, the easiest way to do this is 7%. We can move that decimal back twice to the left to convert from a percent to a decimal. So 0.07. All we need to do is multiply 350,000, make sure you have the right number of zeros, times 0.07. And that is our down payment, $24,500. So that is our answer to part A. Find the amount of mortgage. So the mortgage is the loan that we're going to take out. We have already paid this much towards the house. So take $350,000 and subtract the down payment. And this is the money that we don't have. This is what we will take out a mortgage on. Part B, $325,500. So what is the monthly payment? We are going to use the TVM solver here. Well, you can't see the T, but the TVM solver. So again, in an 83, I go second, X to the first, which brings up the finance screen. If you have an 84, you just hit the apps button. It is not on the upper left side. It's somewhere around here, I think. But we hit the apps button and select finance, and now we're all at the same screen. We want the TVM solver, so we hit enter. And it should keep the previous entries that you have, hopefully, from section 2.5. So if you watched that video already, these remain 12 down here. FV remains 0. We are calculating the payment, and everything else we get from the problem here. N is the number of payments, and that is number of monthly payments. 25 years is how long we are doing the mortgage. So here, I just hit 25 times 12. I don't need to go back to the home screen and do it. If I move down, the TVM solver will fill that in for us. I is interest rate as a percentage. So it's that 7 right there. It is, so you'll have two percentages in these problems. The first one refers to the down payment, which we already calculated as part A. And then in the second part of the problem, a mortgage is secured at 7%. That's describing the loan. So we use this percentage here. I know they're the same in this particular problem, but use that percentage. The principal value, PV, that's this right here. What is the mortgage for? How big is the loan that we're taking out? Again, we subtracted the down payment. And we make this a negative because it's the money that we owe, negative $325,500. Remember that the PV should be negative. Then we move our cursor to the payment, PMT. We're going to hit alpha and then enter. Oh, one thing to point out in section 2.6 is that it says in most of these problems that you do not round your intermediate steps. However, you do have to round your part C here. The monthly payment needs to be to the second decimal place. So to the second spot, this 6 to the right is going to bump this 6 up to a 7. So our monthly payment is $2,300, rounded to 57 cents. And you do have to get this right to the cent. So, hopefully that all makes sense. And now we're going to look at finding the total interest paid. So we're done with the TVM solver here. From the TVM solver, you hit second mode. That will bring you back to the home screen here. So find the total interest paid. Well, first we need to know how much are we going to pay. And so we have to create some new information here. We're not just, the previous answers didn't give us all of the information we need for part D. So, how much did we pay? Did we pay? Well, after the down payment, we paid $2,357 every month for, how many months was it? 25 times 12. That's 300 months. So in the calculator, 2,357 cents times 300 means we paid for this house $690,171. That's the total amount that we paid. How much of that was interest? We subtract the amount of the mortgage. So $325,500. And we just put that in the calculator, and then we're done with this problem. Minus $325,500. And this is our answer. So we took out a loan for $325,500. We did the down payment, and then we had to take out a loan for this much. We figured out using the TVM solver our monthly payments, part C, and then this is the new step in 2.6. How much did we actually pay? Well, take the monthly payment times the number of months that we paid it off, and we got that number, $690,171. To find out how much of that was interest, you subtract the principal value. How much was the loan? How much did we pay minus how much was the loan? And that's what we got. $364,671. So if you have any questions, let me know which part of this you have questions on. As you get further on in the assignment, they really just start asking you for part D here. So you kind of have to find these other pieces on your own, but they kind of work you up to that. But again, pretty much every problem is the same, except there's a little bit more, one extra step in your number 3. So we'll look at this one, and then we'll be done. A pet store sells for $325,000, and a 34% down payment is made. A 35-year mortgage at 5.1% is obtained. And then this is the new part. And closing costs are $5,050. So, the parts that will change are from problem to problem. What is the initial cost? What percent of the down payment are you making? The number of years of your mortgage and the percent of your mortgage will change. And specific to number 3, you have this closing costs. Same 4 questions. What is the down payment? We don't worry about the closing costs in the down payment. The down payment is just 34% of $325,000. 34%, well, we can't see that. We move the decimal back to the left twice. So all we do here is 325,000 times 0.34. We put that in the calculator. Like so. Always with the Claire. So you just multiply the cost of the house, usually in this section, or the store, by the down payment as a decimal. So that's $110,500. What is the amount of the mortgage? This is where we bring in the closing costs. So the amount of the mortgage, how much do we need to take out a loan for, given that we only have this much to pay for the down payment? We take the cost of the pet shop minus the down payment. And that gives us $214,500. And then to that, we add the closing costs, because we don't have money for that either. We just have the money for the down payment. $5,050 plus $214,500 means we need to take out a loan for $219,550. So that's what you do with the closing costs. Add it to the amount that you need to take out the loan for. And now this is the PV here in our TVM solver. Here we go. Bring up the TVM solver. The number of months. So again, we're looking at this information pertaining to the mortgage here. A 35-year mortgage. So 35 times 12 for our in value gives us 420. Our interest rate as a percent, don't move the decimal, is 5.1. This is our PV. This is what we need to pay back. And since it's money that we owe, we put a negative sign, not minus, but the negative. 219,550. FV should be 0. These should be 12. You don't even have to clear payment. You just have to hover over payment and hit alpha, enter. Again, you do have to round at this step. What is the monthly payment? We're talking dollars and cents, so round to the second decimal. A monthly payment of $1,122.08. 0.08. Again, you do have to be correct to the hundredths place, or else Alex will mark it wrong. So again, the kind of the hard part here is the interest paid. To find the interest paid, first, how much did we actually pay? And it's the monthly payment times the number of months. So monthly payment times the number of months. So we're looking at 1122.08 times, what was that? 35 times 12. Oh yeah, 420. So 1122.08 times 420. Put that in the calculator. And for this pet shop, we are going to pay $471,273.60. And we found that by multiplying the monthly payment times the number of months. And we got, we'll go right here, 471,273.6. And finally, our last step is to determine, as the question asks, how much of that is interest paid. And so we take what we just found, monthly payments times number of months, minus the PV. This is what we took out a loan on. So this is what we paid in pink. This is what the loan was for in black. How much of that was interest? Again, you don't have to clear this or retype the number in pink here. Your calculator will subtract from the previous answer. So I'm just going to hit minus because I want to subtract from 471,273.6. Subtract this number in black here and hit enter. And there we have it, students. We paid a whopping $251,000 $723, oh, $251,723.60. So again, a lot of these questions are just the part D here, just the interest paid. So you'll have to work out these previous steps to get there. Number 9, I think you're comparing two plans, but it's all the same kind of concept here. So let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time.